Welcome to video number 16 in WordPress appearance settings. In this video, we're going to kind of discuss what the appearance settings are, how we can use it to our benefit, and why is it there in general. So appearance settings we've already covered in the previous videos, and we had a look at them, we touched base on them, but we didn't really unravel why they are there, right? So when we go and we unravel the word appearance, it means basically the way, the layout, and the feel of the website. That's why in WordPress, they kind of subdivided that into the subdivision of appearance. So when you look at appearance on the left-hand side over here, like I have here, you've got theme, customize, widgets, menu, header, background, and editor. So most of them we've already covered, but I will go through them step by step with you in the following videos, explain to you what they do and how we can use them to our benefit. I don't feel like doing this alphabetically or doing this in a organizing list. I'm going to work around, play around with you to try and get and figure this out. The first thing we're going to look at is the background. Most appearance settings or most themes has got a background function. Most themes do not. So always make sure that your theme has got a background option. If I go and click on the background, you would see that it will give me a couple of options. I'm going to go and upload a background picture for our website. I'm going to click OK, choose my background, and I'm going to choose to upload this background image. The first thing that you're going to see with uploading a background is that it's going to be tiled by default. When you upload a texture, this is ideal, but for what I want to do, this is not ideal. So I'm going to go ahead and center this and say no repeat. Once I've done that, I'm going to say scroll because I don't want it to be fixed. That's just going to look very outdated. Once I'm satisfied, I'm going to say save changes. Once I do that, the changes of this will be saved. If I go back to my site and I press reload, you will see that it will reload with the background image currently. Note that this is nice, but it's not really what I want. It looks very dull. I mean, it looks very outdated. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to add a texture. So I'm going to remove the background image currently I have. I'm going to add a new background. By doing this, I'm going to say choose, and I'm going to scroll down to the background that I want. Once I have the background that I want, I'm going to say open, and I'm going to upload. Because this is a texture, I will definitely use the option of tiling my texture. Once I'm satisfied with my tiling, I'm going to say save changes. Once that is done, I'm going to go to my website, right click and say reload. Once that is done, you would see that my tiles or my texture is being used correctly. However, this is not really what I want because it looks very, I don't know, it doesn't ring a bell. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to say remove background image, and I'm going to upload a new one. I'm going to say choose file, I'm going to head back, and then I'm going to scroll down and look for a new one. So it looks like I don't have something that I want. So I'm going to go and head over to the following site. This site is full of patterns, and I normally use this by default. I really like this one. It's very subtle, and I think I'm going to download this one. So when I go back to my WordPress, I'm going to go and I'm going to unwrap this. So I'm just going to extract it right there. I'm going to go back. I'm going to upload this to my site. Just need to look for this right now. And there we go, I have it. Once I have my picture that I've just downloaded, I'm going to upload it. and I'm going to leave it tiled, and I'm going to say save changes. Now, once I've done this and I go to visit my site, I can see that my image has been uploaded perfectly. And that is how we change the background of the of your theme. Normally this is by standard the same, but sometimes the themes will be different. So if I go back to my WordPress site and I go to the dashboard and I hit appearance, that was the background that we had to look at. Let's have a look at the header, shall we? Let's have a look at what we can style in the header. We can go and we can add a picture in our header. So I'm going to go ahead and add a picture in my header. And that is normally why, this is normally where you would add a company's logo. So I'm going to upload this picture. I'm going to say crop and publish. Once that is done, you can say save changes. When you say save changes, we're going to have a look at how our site looks like right now. So I'm going to visit my page, and here you can see there is my picture. Now this theme is nice, but it's actually not a nice theme, to be honest. This is not really what I want. It actually looks horrendous. But in the following videos with themes, we will have a look in more detail of that. So the next thing that we're going to have a look at is a editor. The editor section is basically a section where you can go and manually code your code. Now, we will go into this into more detail in the following videos, and we'll probably not use the editor. The editor is more handy for if you want to change quick code, but if you want to do in-depth coding, I'd rather recommend that you use Dreamweaver to accomplish that. But still, I wanted to show you this just so that if you have a quick basic change that you want to do in WordPress, you've got all the files on the right-hand side, and you've got the actual code on the left-hand side where you can play around with. That was editor. Next thing that we're going to have a look at is the customize section. And we touched base on the customize section in the previous videos, but I just wanted to make sure that you understand everything about the customize section. The customize section always has a couple of settings for you to change, and every theme, once again, is different. So you can start off by the site title, tagline, colors, header image, which we've just changed, background image, which we also just changed, navigation, and static front page. Did you see that this is basically, the customize is basically a quick way of chop and changing your website. It's a much easier way than doing it in the long way. So I want to change my theme of having a static page instead of just a latest post. And I'm going to change that to our about. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to say save and publish. That means that the latest posts won't show right in the front page. The last thing I want to do is change the colors. I want to change the header colors to something else. Let's change it to red. And let's change the background of the colors. Let's change that background color to darkish black. When we hit save and publish, you would see that this will be adapted automatically. The background color will not adapt because we've already uploaded a picture. But if we remove the background picture, it will show the background color.